Welcome back to our bubble mailer series. We are going to tackle part 2 today, but a little refresher. When I left off with you guys, I had to cut my papers, kind of get them situated a little bit, but I think we're going to play around with this later on because she is kind of chunky. And I'm not sure how chunky she will get when we add some trims and that on the edges. So we will play with that in a little bit. But if you are going to add pockets or belly bands, anything on the inside, this would be the time to do it before we sew the signature in. So I know I had mentioned in part 2 we were going to sew in the signature, but I want to get this part done, and I pulled a few things, and I'm not quite sure which I like that. This one is always one of my favorites. I love this one, but I don't particularly like the roses coming down. I mean, even though I'm gonna have a trim on here, if we put these here, then I'll have to cover up the trim. So I don't think we're going to use this one. So I think I'm gonna do this one because I wanna put my favorite baby doll trim at the bottom. So I'm thinking here. Normally when I do my soft covers, 9 times out of 10, I will leave the stitching. But since this one was in my scrap bin, you know, some of the stitches are a little wonky. So I'm gonna cover them up because I'm gonna put this baby doll trim on the front as well. So this should be like that. I think that's cute. But I think I need something to separate. Maybe some ribbon through with some pink, maybe? Let me pull some and see what we got. So you guys don't have to listen to silence. I'm going to go pull my trim for here, and I'll be right back. Okay, I pulled a couple different ones here. Not sure. I would love this one if I had it in pink, but I do not. So and this is gonna have to come a little bit under there. We need these over here. I like that, but I don't. because we just need a little bit of separation with the color. I don't know. Because the ribbon through that I wanted, I don't think, let's see what we got. We have just a little piece of ribbon. I just don't think like the white on the white. My gosh, I'm really not sure. Decisions. I think I'm going to go with this one. But I think I'm going to take the big, huge pearls off and put my smaller ones that are a little bit flatter, because this one I have to take off anyway because the signature is going to go right there. So I think I'm going to go with this one. And then just take the big pearls off. I think that's what we're gonna do. But I'm also thinking, yeah, I think it'll be okay. Okay, so we have winner chicken dinner. So these I can put away for the time being. Move that out of my way. Kind of get myself all tangled up. All right, so this we need I think that looks about in looks about in the center. All right, so let's cut this here. All right, let's get this out of the way. All right. Let's go ahead and cut a little bit below these flowers. I need a little bit more room on my desk. will roughly go here, because we will glue this on the bottom. Okay. So these corners, we are gonna have to miter here. All right, so let's take that off. Okay. All right, so I think I got these about where I want them. Make sure that pink comes through a little bit. All right, so let me get my little things, and these should pull out pretty easily, I think. I'm gonna have to get my smaller ones. Nope, they came out pretty good. This might take a few minutes for me to do this, and I don't want you to have to sit here and watch me take these off. So I'm going to pull out these big chunky pearls and the little metal backs, and I'll be right back. So we got all of those pulled out, and I want to go ahead and at least get this glued in here. This glue is so stringy anymore. I'm not sure what they're doing to our glue, but I don't like it. A little spatula. Want to make sure she's where I want her. And she's not. We need to come off a little bit here. I'll have to trim that excess because we need this to be right about there. So when we place our pearls, we'll be good to go. I'm gonna put a little clip here just so it doesn't move on me. going to go ahead and attach here. I think I'm going to put a piece of vellum in there just so nothing sticks. Here, we'll get a piece of this, this not so pretty vellum here. Okay. Vellum's a little distracting, isn't it? Okay, so now we start gluing. Just gonna follow the little loops here. I don't know why they're making it so stringy. It literally is a new bottle. I don't like that at all. I'm just gonna follow this a little line here. Okay guys, I'm gonna finish getting this all glued on and I'll be right back. All right, so we took that ugly vellum out and we got everything glued and she's all trimmed. So I think I have a little, so you're not an envelope, but so you can see you have your pocket. So the next thing that I'm going to do, and I will do it off camera because it does take a hot minute, and I'm simply going to measure my pieces for the bottom, the top, and the sides, because the corners have to be mitered and it kind of takes a hot minute. So I'm going to get the corners mitered and get those all ready, and then I'll come back and show you how I have them glued on, and I'll do one half square with you. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Okie dokie, artichoke. So we got them mitered for the most part. There are a few pieces, you know, that I will have to fix, but I'm not perfect and I do not walk on water. So it is handmade, right? Okay, so let's get this done. So once I get this glued, I will do the front and I'll do the front off camera, and then I'll come back and show you how it looks, and then chances are this will be all that we do in this video, and then part 3 we should be ready to sew the signature in. So let's get this bottom here glued. Bring this up a little bit more here. All right. This, I want to put just a little tack here because when I go up, I don't want to mess up my piece here. Okay. I mean, normally I would stitch, but this does have enough stitching on it, and so you can still technically see the stitching through it, so I think it'll be okay. Because this one is just for me. I didn't have any intention on putting it in my Etsy, but if somebody wants it, I may. So this one here is one of those baby corners that I'll have to round and take that little piece off. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish these other two corners and do the front, and then I'll come back and show you, and then we'll call it a day. I'll be right back, you guys. All right. So we have it all framed on the inside, and the outside is all framed as well. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do on the front, because normally I would have this, like have some type of patchwork, but we're not doing patchwork on this one. So we got all of the little ruffles matched up the best that we could. So when she is folded, she will be like that. And so I think that is all we're going to do for part number 2. So when we come back and pick up, it will be part 3, and then we will tackle laying the papers out and deciding if we need to trim these and then get them all situated the way we want them. And then in part 3, we will get her sewn in. And you guys, I have to say, she is just absolutely adorable. She's just adorable. So that's all I have for you guys today. So please, if you liked something in this video, if it inspired you in some way, please hit the like button and share, subscribe, comment, all of those amazing things. So have an amazing day, you guys. We will chat soon. Mwah. Bye.